Okay, so hey y'all, I'm Tony from IntuitActivity. Sometimes I do the glowing in the dark reads. Um, these reads are channeled messages. So welcome all who have clicked on the video. I do appreciate you all. Please feel free to hit the like, share, and subscribe button as it helps generate the channel and circulate the channel. Um, Also, you can hit the notification bell and hit all, and you will be notified when there's selective reads. You can hit all for all the reads that I do, or you can hit personal for when I do the personal sign reads. So, the channeled message that I was basically channeling is somebody wants you or always, I don't know, I'm hearing like this person nags you to stop doing this, to stop doing this, to stop doing this. Whatever this is for you, you've heard this. um I'm not going to say that it's karmic issues. It could be leaking over into karmic issues because a lot of times those misunderstandings of what others feel that they need from you while you're with them has to be conveyed clearly. So there's things like somebody needs you to um, stop popping your gum, or stop just miscellaneous miscellaneous thoughts from people is what some of you may be getting right now. um you have a choice to either listen to repetitive things coming from different people. Okay, pay attention to that, work on that. That's a personal thing. Okay, like some of the reads that 222 on the timer, some of the reads that we do here on YouTube. um I do offer personal readings as well. They're $45. At times I have little deals where you can get questions answered or what have you. But this message is literally like a petty message to a certain degree, but it's not. It can be very detrimental to situations that people seem to not abide by. Um, don't let the outer layers of life confuse you to confessing that things are always going to be as they seem to be now. Okay? Have an imagination. Take yourself away from the situation, whether it's just people, places, and things. Because sometimes we do have to uproot ourselves from places. Sometimes we have to disengage with people. Sometimes we have to throw away things. Okay. And with doing so, a lot of times you are taking away the energy that may have been bounding or binding. So once you start throwing and throwing and throwing, you understand? You start tossing these spells or these energies that's been cast upon yourself, your person's self. So I'm seeing somebody who may be just throwing away some things. These things could possibly be about yourself. These things could be possibly about how you've generated uh, energy from other people. Transmuting when you're uh, a clairvoyant or what have you medium. Um, 444 on my timer. You literally have to have an energy of transmuting the energies that not only do you possess, but the energies of others around you. Depending on how, and this is why they say we have to watch. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta remove yourself from people, reinsert yourself in a different stance, in a different light, a different understanding. Um, these shackles that's here from where I'm from, these shackles that's here that's just like bound to a certain color globally, you know what I'm saying, is not cool. 544 on my timer as I say that. Don't allow the ripple effects of whatever life brings to you to allow you to stay stagnant in the moments, even as you sit in them. Literally move from that freaking energy. Okay? Remove yourself. If it doesn't work, don't make it fit. If it doesn't want, then it doesn't want, you know. Because a lot of times, if you need, then you must have wanted it, in a sense. How are our needs and our wants so much different nowadays with the times have changed so drastically? How this place fluctuates ups and down energy. 645 on my timer as I say that. You literally may not be understanding um, some of your transmuting energies that you have to like coexist with a person's energy. You know what I'm saying? So, is that really complicated nowadays? It is. It really is, child. Okay? You literally have to transform into something right before these motherfuckers' eyes. So, okay, transmuting that transformable, or maybe it's a what you call those things, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please. um what do they call that? I'm gonna get it in a minute. But transmuting that, what you see in yourself, has to depict the character that you're actually explaining. And how do you keep a chipper personality? Somebody asked me one day, you know, how do I feel about my riders when I Uber? How do I feel about, um, today's this, that, that? It's so many questions, so many, you know. And you want to be honest with people, and I try to be, as honest as I can. Um, I ran into a sweet spirit today, and I'm hearing the words flabbergasted and astonished. The lady was just so, I mean, because I had to literally undo my seatbelt. So I had to, like literally turn around and try to communicate with her. And see, that's a special energy that you have to carry for people to feel okay to, like feel like they want to be in a vehicle with you, or in the same room as you, or in the same presence as you. It takes a lot to be around certain individuals, certain signs. Um, Understanding your synchronicities as they're coming in helps you transmute daily energy. Paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around you that's being displayed by God, by the angels and the ancestors, spirit guides. Jesus. Anywho, um, Yahweh, Yahshua, call on him daily and watch the energy just within you. You'll see like just a humbleness, you know. Just call on him daily. Just think, what would Jesus do? I know that's so cliche, but I love the Lord. I love the line, you know. I don't have to cuss all the time. Sometimes I do though, damn it. And I feel that that's quite all right. You know, it shouldn't be a law against somebody who's serving God. You can't. I feel like a goddamn psycho movie. You know what I'm saying? Give me a knife and you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker standing over you like ready to kill, kill, kill. And it's just like I would love to literally meet so many people, but as I stated before, in due time. I do appreciate all you sharing your energy, and clicking on the video is really donating to the channel. So I do appreciate those like, shares, those subscribes to get the channel circulating. I do always promise to do more, and I do promise at times when I feel up, and you might get a couple of channel messages tonight. It just depends on, yeah, because people are like really resting right now. A lot of people are taking time off, and they're realizing I have to take a break from this, but you have to a lot of people have to take a break from it once it starts to build its own momentum. And that's what maybe a lot of people are like, well, she don't really. And I'm just like, well, I do the videos when I feel the energy to put it out there. Sometimes I can't get my messages out, but them bad boys, them downloads is definitely there. The ear ringing has picked up and stuff like that. And if you're going through some of those signs and synchronicities, just pay attention. 1212 on my timer as I say that. Pay attention to what's going on around you, maybe the thoughts in your head at the time, what song is on the radio, what people are saying to you, or what have you. Now, this is where you use the separating method of what's being said, and you dissect the energy of the conversation or whatever it is you're hearing or seeing. Some people are seeing visions. 1247 on my timer as I say that. So don't be afraid to transmute all the negative energy, baby. Give it all, all of it. Sometimes you just gotta give it all, to God and let Him transmute the energy, because if my bladder was full and I couldn't empty it, I surely would want the catheter. You understand? It's just keeping you flush. That's what God does. He flushes us out daily. Day in and day out, He's replenishing. He's subtracting. He's adding. He's taking away. He's letting being shown suffrage. So many times I've been used, I feel, as an example of something. And I know it's of a greater power, a higher power. It's not just my power, God's power, or whoever. It's a grander scheme to this power that everyone is talking about. It's to build bridges, not tear them down. And if there are aliens, they should be able to show their little ugly faces or their pretty faces or their odd or weird face, just like us. We're all different down here looking. So what would be any different with them? It just would take us to getting some used to as far as communication. That's where doors need to be opened up at, So some of you may be getting visits from your alien ancestors and, just some higher beings that may be over your life. And there may be earth angels also coming across your path, as I feel I have ran into one today. And it was the 1444. Okay, 1444. Okay. On this timer. So yeah, transmute the energies and pass on loving energy. Pass on something that's positive and that's going to hit somebody else's life like it was $1 million. Okay. Um, make somebody smile today, make somebody else's life different. Sometimes you got to cuss people out though. It's like you almost have to fight. 1522 may be significant. Um, sometimes you have to set things straight. That's in the Bible. Setting things straight. It's supposed to be done biblically or whatever, however humbly, stuff like that. But some people, you got to deal with the energy as it comes to you. We live in a karmic spiritual world. Okay. Trippy. So a lot of people may be like literally that word don't possibly mean that, but what I'm saying is some people may be like tripping out, or so we will say that that's what's going on with them, because we don't understand the process of God's hand when he lays it upon people and he moves his energy through them. Okay. He moves his energy through them so that they can make wise decisions. See, God wants you to make wise decisions, not decisions that's going to make you fail. Things that help you progress forward, not things that are setting you back. Things that are being setting up straight, okay? Not things that are being made crooked. So the moment that some of us, because a lot of us know better, so a lot of times when you do things and you know better and you do it anyway, it's like they say it's supposed to be a slap in God's face or something like that. But it's like, no, I feel like it's a lot of spell work going on out here. People are just so hateful and evil to be sticklers of their way. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what religion you're in. Stop force feeding people bullshit about the Bible. Stop force feeding people the bullshit about these religions and how strict these people really be. Some of these people is not cute on the other side of the religion. We're just made to hide, all damn day. So some of us have probably, I don't want to really get on the religion thing, but if you feeling this and it's hitting a nerve, then I'm talking about your ass, then you being called out. And no weapon formed against me or nothing on my channel will prosper, because that's just not how God dwell over here. I will succeed. So will my collective. You people need to find something else to do. Maybe get a day job, a hobby, if you're not so lazy enough to just sit there all day and just chatter away, or flake away, or fall off, or fall away. So I don't propose that you do anything that's going to be detrimental to your health. Seek counseling. I'm all about mental health. A lot of people have looked at me and like, I don't know, this bitch okay. And it seems at times I probably crack the fuck up or something around people, but it's like, I live in America. And doing that and doing so, I don't care if this is a YouTube channel, you motherfuckers need to hear. And in doing so, America, you are literally putting a shackle on people, their health, their bodies. I'm not saying that we should sit around and just be fat and live off the hog. Everybody would be out of shape, overweight, and just not healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit will add up to. It's still got to be something. And it's like this is a system, but it's so well pumped against some of the best people who put out content here. Some of the best people who bring in the numbers, but only for other motherfuckers to steal it. It's like, what the hell is shadow banning? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What the fuck? Okay, so It's cool, but at the same time, is my channel really being shadow banned, or is my content just not really being watched and sought out like that? But I was literally told that I think that happened. Like I was given a message about something. So it's like you try to abide by the rules, but at the same time, you have to bend them. I'm not the air bender, goddamn it, but I am a bender of air only because I feel a breeze across my face as I walk out the fucking door and down the street. So I'm bending air because I'm a moving force through it. And with that being said, some of you may be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We can really deal with all signs as this is a collective read. But the fact that I brought up air travels slightly, but it's one of the more communicative signs of things where people, the person, someone may want to communicate something with you. And so the message may be changing. Thank you for, listening. And if it resonates with you, then let it fly. If not, let it go. 21 on my timer. Don't take everything in literal sense or it is about you or another person. But there are a lot of, energies out here that are just angry, and it's not your fault. You know that it's not your fault. If you speak truth and you share the light, because that's what we're doing here. And I'm not going to quit being on my page and stop doing tarot until I feel like I get it right, And it's so many transitions in one's lives, like people's lives are something that most may take for granted. They do excessively bad habitable things. Some people be like, I'm the devil. I'm like, okay. So I'll be like, okay, I don't really give a shit. I don't give a fuck about the devil. He's nothing. He's literally just an energy being passed around through these energies that just want to carry on that form. And they're so gullible only to lose the form of who they are for real, truly inside dies. And it's sad when you've just been karmic for so long, you don't even know. Some people don't even know that they karmic. Some people may, I don't know, some people may call you a karmic. Some people operate in karmic energy. I believe we all have the ability to do so. But just because we have the ability to do so doesn't mean that we should always choose that particular route and do so. We should always turn away from the thoughts and the things that are going to damage and destroy us in the end. Um, Sometimes you have to let go of stuff to win. Sometimes you have to clearly let go of sin, let go of genes. Some people hold on to, things and people that they know aren't good for them, but still and yet they'll still attach themselves to things, places, and people and won't part from the disdain of what's been done. Now, I just feel like some people crazy. Just period, okay? You got to love some people. They are just crazy though. Some people may be crazy about you, collective. Here's what I'm hearing. Could be feminine or masculine. Um, this person is literally overboard about you. Um, I'm seeing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But like I said, no signs are exempt here. Leo, Aries, Sag. So that's, Taurus, Virgo, Cap. Collectively, and this may not resonate with everyone, so take it as it resonates. Um, they think your eyes are dreamy. They think that you literally have character, and the character that you exude um, tickles their fancy, is what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's somebody from 1930s or what, but they really are, adoring you, or, you know, feeling admirable around you, or something of that nature. They want to literally approach you but don't know how, thinking that maybe it's not appropriate, or maybe you won't talk to them, or what have you. Well, be open, collective, use your discernment when you're choosing people to be a part of your life or to date. Use your discernment in this day and age about things that you choose to go out and go to. Use your discernment when you are dealing with repetitive things that keep occurring, okay? And as they keep occurring, you must learn the lesson. Some of us are really just dense in certain ways, I believe. We all have something that we are a glitch in, or have a glitch in. And these glitches are just our imperfections of who we are obtaining to be. We are trying to capture something that others may be believing that it doesn't exist anymore, or um, people have so much to say, right? So don't fashion yourself by really what others think, but what others think. Meaning, if it's criticism of, like, maybe you got a temper, or maybe you got a problem, a thieving problem, a lying problem, or whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you doing. And you just can't shake it, okay? And you trying to transmute this energy, because something's in you now to transmute this energy away from the negative that's been surrounding you. You are craving positivity, but something in the negativity won't let you go. Well, my dear, that could be spell work, love candles, people's little whatever they're doing now here, to attract you to, you know, I don't know. They just, people will really do a spell for you to be attracted to them. And that's crazy. I didn't think that it could be so, but I don't know. Who knows? We all are some ETs out here. Our heads are big. So that may be this read. We have to learn how to energetically address each other and keep our minds and our thoughts, and mind our minds and our thoughts, okay, while we're around others. Try to display the best possible behavior as we can. I know I get upset sometimes, so I'll be like a fly handle. Like, I'm not one really them people you could just keep in a box. So collectively, this may not resonate with all of you. This may be for a selected few, maybe like 5 people I'm seeing. But there is so many downloads, little coincidences, and things that are happening in our lives. But we don't have to let those things, those little bump in the roads, or those little hiccups, you know, make us deter off a path that was clearly straight and working. And then we go damage it with our energy and what we think. Sometimes some people do that. And then they try to change the outcome of the situation by involving themselves. Sometimes stepping out of the way or stepping out of your own way or something like that needs to happen. Some of you may be experiencing slowdowns in your business, or not seeing your numbers really climb. Well, they shift periodically depending on the season, the times, and the taxes. Okay, and what's going on globally in the world, which is inflation, inflation, inflation. So we have to be mindful of the dollars that we spend and what we're spending them on and why we're spending them. Is it really important? Should this, be blah, 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 blah. But you should know how to plan. And a lot of people don't, you know. Um, a lot of people are spontaneous from the area I come from. I'm sure a lot of people work spontaneity. So um, take your time again and just literally come up with resolutions to your situations, because that's what's going to be getting you through the harder times of things like recessions and stuff like that. It's just to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, Detroit, for sure. So keep moving, you all. This is really a ET read. We're big headed around here in our thoughts, where we feel like a higher purpose, a higher calling is upon some of you lives. So when you've been called for a purposeful meaning to change the dynamic, to change the energy, to change the outlook of the world, to be the light, what does that entail? So maybe I'll have another, glow in the dark read. This has been a beautiful channeled message. I hope that your day was wonderful and that you're having a beautiful evening, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Um, Also, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button. Also, please get the video circulating. And if you want to donate monetarily, you can do so down in the description, which I've been attaching it to it lately. But yeah, I've been kind of attaching the description so that you can see the information that's for my channel and what I do, and my thoughts of who and what and how you can reach me if you want a personal read or so on and so forth. So I hope you all take your time in thinking ahead, because planning doesn't always go, how you plan it to go. Sometimes it just goes. So I hope you've been enjoying the content over on my channel. Again, I do appreciate you all my subscribers. I do love you all and pray for you all the time, praying that you all have that abundance, have that moolah, have that money, and doing something positive with it. Pass it along to those that need. So if you want to be a blessing, you can do so in the description box. There's a Cash App and a PayPal. I do love you all. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you all on the next read.